Okay, streamer man tells me I'm live. So, hi. Hi. You know who I am, my name's on the thing. Before I start, I want to say, I'm just going to be doing this everywhere. That's not what you think it is. It's just a side dodge for combat, but it makes you go fast. Alright. Okay, Matthew. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, first thing. I know what you're thinking. You don't shoot much in this game. You're right, you don't. That's it, really. There's nothing else to say to that. You shoot a little bit, but it's a good game. So. First thing I'll be doing, like that's big, is a kick glitch. So I'll be running on this wall and then kicking on it, and at the end of that animation I can just input another jump. So it basically lets me like double jump. I am using a Logitech mouse with free scroll, which is basically just a mouse with a built-in macro. You can like click it on and off, because the mouse spins forever. You do get shot at a lot, that's true. Two shot minimum? Got it. I'm gonna shoot way more than twice. So yeah, like I said, I'm just kick glitching everywhere right now. There's not really much more to this level, just making my way through and doing that. I do a little bit of wall boosting, so when you start a wall run and then you end a wall run, you get a little bit of speed on each one. And we put jump on the scroll wheel, so you just kind of like flick it and then you get both those speed bonuses straight away. Ain't there 3 servers? Yeah, there's 4 of them, you have to shoot those. That's right at the end though. But you do shoot it with an LMG, and it has a lot of bullets, so I usually just keep shooting until I hit them all. So there's a couple hundred shots for you. So this is chapter 1. In that cutscene I just skipped, the police guy was like, "Oh, something's happening in this place." And then my character's like, "Oh, my sister's there. I'm gonna go check it out." Can I do OG beverage? I won't be doing beverage skip because that's out of bounds. Yeah, this is one of the few places that's like RNG. You'll just get wrecked by them sometimes, and sometimes you'll just float through. Here's where you would do the first skip, but we're not doing that today. We're just going this way. This is what you would usually skip for anyone that has only seen speedruns. And you'll see how actually little you skip doing that hard trick. There you go. Amazing. For some reason that side jump there doesn't make any noise. Usually she kinda like breathes out when you do a side dodge. But when you do it on that railing, she just doesn't make a noise. Thanks, Matthew. So here is like a very detrimental? I don't know. It doesn't work half the time. There's a trigger there, and there's a chance that it won't actually register I've touched it, and then a door down here won't spawn, and it will just be like a hollow void. But I felt the game lag, so I know it did work. Oops. We're gonna try and get down here as fast as we can and jump over the guards instead of taking the route along the left. Are they still sea rooms? No, just rooms.
Damn, what a mess. Can't believe Pope's gone. Shit, man, this damn city. You know him, huh? Well, you sure opened a can of worms.
So here's like our first skip, I guess.
Across the avenue. Head for
We're just gonna run on this wall long enough to lose enough height and then kick at the end. And we'll get down here. And we can skip going over the bridge up the top.
They're trying to cut you off the head, Dave.
With kick glitches, I said that if you do a kick, you can jump off the end. You can do more than jump, you can do pretty much anything. You can slide mid-air, and you can do one of these side jumps that I'm doing to go fast off of it as well.
You don't want to know what's behind your fate, just keep running.
But yeah. You won't see many of those, just plain old jumps. You can combine kick glitches and wall boosts as well, like I did there. You can also combine a wall boost and another wall boost, like that. For the most part, you just want to be like jumping and kick glitching everywhere and wall boosting. If you're ever just like running in a straight line, you are wasting valuable time. I died, by the way, because I missed the scroll timing on the kick glitch. Just sort of like fell. An interesting fact about this game is your FOV gets lowered when you die. Like the default is 90, and then when you die it lowers it to like 85-ish. Oops. And it doesn't change back to 90 until you go into a menu for some reason. But yeah, this is chapter 2, but it's actually the 3rd level. In the previous level, we walked in on our sister on a crime scene, and then she's basically being framed for killing somebody. I will shoot soon, I promise. In the next chapter. So another thing we do is we don't want to press buttons because they have really long animations. So what we do instead is we have jump on scroll down. So we use interact, like the use toggle, on scroll up. And basically what that does is this game won't play 2 animations at once. It will play one and then it will stop that to do the other one. So basically, if we are in an animation like a coil or a slide or something, and we use the interact button twice, it will like do the interact thing without playing the animation, because I'm already in one. You'll see that here. Because I crouched, it couldn't extend her arm and press the button. So here I'm going to quit out and continue, just so this door behind me closes, that one there. Otherwise I have to wait for it to close and it takes a really long time. Yeah, another benefit of being able to use the buttons without the animation is you can use them from anywhere around the button. You don't have to be in front of it like you would usually would. And apologies for sniffing and coughing, but I have a cold. So. Yeah. You want to skip animations like ladders and springboards and stuff as much as you can. Here's a secret springboard that's actually faster. So, but they're called secret springboards because like usually a springboard has like a color on it that tells you you can use it, anything you can use to like move in this game is usually red. Like this beam down there you can grab, so it's red. Stuff like that. But hidden springboards are just pieces of geometry that line up the same way that the collision of a springboard does. So you can just kind of do one there without them intending you doing one. So now we are escaping some storm drains that we ducked into to escape a helicopter. Because being on ground and going in a building is not good enough. This trick here is harder than it looks. You have to stay on the railing for a certain amount of time before you jump off of it. But I've been playing this game for a long time, so everything just looks easy now. Here's the first break point. This is usually where people will either catch up on all of the chat they missed, or just take a drink or something like that. If we go fast enough, these guys won't shoot at us. Well, they will, but it takes them too long to actually do it, so we can just get through without them doing much damage to them. There's another example of skipping a button input. Like usually she would stick her arm out and then punch the button and put it back in. That's slow and we don't want to do it. So this is Jackknife. He's got some information for us, but he won't just give it to us, we have to like follow him and get it. He just keeps teleporting ahead of us, it's not possible to get ahead of him. In any percent you actually skip like his spawn trigger, so he just like, well not spawn trigger, but you don't let his sequence start, so he just T-poses at the start of the chase. And you chase his like sound thing. This checkpoint is especially brutal because if you die anywhere in there, you go back to the start. There's no checkpoints at all. But yeah, one of the benefits of free scroll mice in this game is certain elevators and things like that. The more inputs you do on them, the faster they go up. So I was able to make that one go up very fast because I just spammed it with use inputs. You gotta be careful though, because some of them, if you do too many use inputs, you just get stuck and you can't do anything else. Soft lock. Nice. So this is chapter 3, and we will shoot something in this chapter. Can't wait for that. But so the guy we chased told us about a guy, and now we're gonna go see that guy. I love the this game has a lot going on, so I'm kind of struggling to explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. I hope it's not too annoying to watch. Yeah, the kick glitch at the end there is out of bounds. Yeah, you're not intended to walk there like at all, it's just detailed like that because you walk there in a cutscene. But yeah, we'll crawl through this vent, and then we'll grab a gun on a desk and we'll do some shooting. Usually you wouldn't, but it's a shooting marathon, so we should count how many times I shoot in this run, because I'm curious. That's 2, by the way. 4, because I missed. An interesting fact about this game is jumping and kicking a door is usually the fastest way through it. But there is another way through doors that not many people know. And it's quite funny to look at. You can just shoot them open. It's 5. There's another example of the free scrolling mouse. Usually I would have to wait for that to like open and then go down. Yeah. So that's 6 bullets so far. Oops. Well, there's a helicopter shooting at us, so that's probably good enough. Here's a skip that if I fail I'm gonna lose like 20 seconds. But your boy never fails, so GG. This is another place that has like no checkpoints in it, so like from where I busted open the door with the gun to where I'm standing now are the only 2 checkpoints in that section. I'll skip that button input again. When the game saves here I'm going to quit out and load because it's just faster. It saves the elevator having to like go up. There's a really hard trick here that I'll try twice, and if I don't get it then I'll go the normal way. But it's called Crane's Kick Glitch, and there's like 3 runs with it, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna have to like press the space input as this pushes me up. So as you walk on bumps on the floor in this game, the game kind of like pushes you up so you don't get stuck on them. And if you get like a kick at the same time as that, you'll carry the speed from when the bump was pushing you up. I'm going to try once more and then... Let's just go the normal way. Yeah, Presco, I have a cold. I'm a sick boy. Oh, I'm a dead boy. Well, cranes didn't work out, so we're going the kind of normal way, but it's not very normal. I'm just gonna climb up here. There's a trick in this game called a wall climb sidestep or a sliding wall climb or something. Everything in this game has too many names, but basically if you jump at a wall and then turn into it, you can kind of like wall climb it while sliding along it, and then you can jump out of that. Choose the button glitchless. That's the end of that chapter. You have to touch this. If you don't touch that, you'll soft lock the game and you'll just get stuck in this white screen forever.
I need to see him again.
Now we are in chapter 4, and we're gonna straight away do some Spider-Man shit up this wall. There we go. That just skips pressing a button and then climbing a pole and stuff like that. Usually here you would skip this whole chapter, but we're playing by the rules today, boys. So we're going in.
I'm guessing they'll be near the roof. You're gonna need to find a way up.
My gameplay is sick. Oh. Okay, that was not very good.
So that's,
a lot of this game is just like puzzles using the environment, and there's a lot of ways to not do the puzzles. If you haven't played this game, I highly suggest that you do, just for the puzzle sections alone. If you crouch at the bottom of a ladder, you can just like climb the wall that it's on instead of the ladder, which is strange, but that's the way they made it. Sorry about that.
I'll be okay.
Just don't play Catalyst. Yeah. You should speedrun this. It's a good speedrun. So this guy is angry at us and I don't remember why. He kind of like jumps out and grabs us. I'd be lying if I had an answer for you. He's dead now, by the way. He got sniped in the back by someone else. I was going to help him up and everything, and then he just got shot in the back, so... Catalyst is like hit and miss. A lot of people don't like it, and a lot of people like it. I used to not like it, but now I'm like in the middle ground. Oops. I think it's a cool game. It's not as good as this one, but it's a Mirror's Edge game. You don't want to save rope burn. Bad person. By the way, this wall says meme on it. Like meme. You're welcome. This game kind of like encourages you to not fight people. Like it wants you to like not take people's guns and stuff like that. It wants you to just run past them. Which I thought was great the first time I played it. But yeah. I don't know why I just did that. That's really slow. I did it anyway. If you're fast enough here, you can skip these train cycles, but I won't be because I did the really slow thing, so I'll have to stop up here on the left. Oh. Usually they get hit by the train and die, so I don't know what's up with that. How many shots have you shot so far? 6. But yeah, that's what it would look like if you did the other room fast. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. Usually they just walk out into the train and die. And yeah, that one was kind of like smart. And he stopped and looked both ways first. This is an Unreal Engine 3 game, I think. It does not have adjustable FOV. You can make bindings for it, which I have done. The problem with this game is it doesn't use like oh, actually, that's a good point. For anyone that doesn't know, this was made by the same, I guess you'll call it, team that made Battlefield and things like that. This is by EA Dice from Stockholm, Sweden. Have I done this section in real life? Definitely not. Oh, I just went out of bounds. Yeah. I thought you confused 4 and 3. That's my bad, Sui. Yeah, when you die in this game, your FOV gets lower like that, but I have a binding that just puts me back to the default. Oh, that's bad. I might die now when I go through here, because... Can you stop doing that? out of bounds. It's been allowed in glitchless for like 10 million years, so when we made this category, and we thought if glitchless does it, we should probably do it here too. And it's just allowed because, yeah. Oh, I guess the stream died. Matthew. Where's he gone? I don't know. Where has he gone? Right, this is chapter 5. We're gonna go meet a hitman at the mall. You know that guy that was hanging on the ledge and then someone shot him in the back? We're gonna go meet the person who shot him in the back. That pole that I just avoided climbing onto and I ran on the wall next to it is a loading trigger. And that loads this next section right here. If I didn't touch that pole, there wouldn't be anything here and I would just fall in a void. Tree skip? No. It's gonna do the beamer instead. I'm gonna try and do, how realistic would I say the game is? When I'm not playing it like this and I'm playing it like as it was intended, I'd say it's quite realistic. Apart from the fact you can run for like ever. Oh, that was close. I almost died. So, yeah. Oh, God damn it. Get up. You can infinite wall climb in real life. I mean, technically you could, but I don't think anyone's strong enough. Oops. I don't know whose idea it was, but I was watching an interview for this game yesterday. From like when it was pre-released. So I found some video of it on archive.org. And the guy was talking about the only reason they did it like this is because they wanted the game to be like actually unique. He wanted to be able to look at a screenshot of like anywhere in the game and say that's Mirror's Edge. So I know that's not the answer you were looking for. Yeah, I know it was a joke, but I thought that was pretty neat. So this is a frame perfect quick turn. Incredible. Very hard. Basically what happens there is if you quick turn on the frame that the game pushes you out from the wall, then it will just push you like really far. You'll just like fly away from the wall. But is it frame perfect there? Everyone says so. I don't believe it is. Unless I'm just like an input god and I can input frame perfectly every time. Yeah, this is the end of chapter 5. By the way, that person we were going to meet that shot the other guy in the back kinda stabbed us in the back and led us into an ambush. So that's what we're running away from. It's frame perfect, but there's a lot of frames. Probably.
Looks like my little friend.
Right, this is chapter 6, and it's very orange. That's all I have to say about this. It's just orange everywhere. I'm gonna have to grab this pole to load the next area. Sorry about that. I had a drink of Coke before I started this, and now it's coming back to haunt me. I have to touch that pole to load this next area. Otherwise, that door is not there, and there's just a void. Oh. I could die? Ah. This is another place where free scroll saves you time, because it just opens that instantly instead of you having to wait for it. We're not going to bother shooting those guys, because we don't have to. This steam is also a lie, you can just go through it. I don't know why it's there. I think it's supposed to like damage you, but it just doesn't. So that thing I said about you don't have to be where a button wants you to be to press it, we can use that here by pressing this one through the wall. And it will just open these things down here, so we don't have to do all the platforming in the back. I think Chapter 6 has a really good soundtrack though, so enjoy this music. Never mind. Oh, no, it's back. Sometimes when you die the music stops. Oops. Yeah, I probably have mentioned by now, but I don't remember mentioning, so you can chain everything together, like a wall boost into another wall boost will give you the speed of 2 wall boosts. And stuff like that. You can do infinite kick glitches, like, as long as you have the space for it. But you can only reach a top speed of 124 kilometers an hour. But that's pretty fast for a human, so yeah. Am I PC? I personally am not a PC, but is it 126? Something around there. Right there, I just did a kick glitch and a wall boost. But it was pretty fast, so you might not have seen it. So yeah, if you want to learn this game, I would suggest learning with this category. Everyone says glitchless, but come on dude, that's boring. This is just 80%, but with all the easy stuff, so. More T-pose for the lads.
Do it. I'm going after that guy.
Yeah, she doesn't run that fast, she flies that fast. We're gonna jump off here and extend our falling duration with a kick and die. But usually you can, if you kick while you're falling, it'll delay like the gonna die time and you'll just grab the pole. Also, I am really bad at this. There we go. We did it. Amazing. Now we ride a truck for 50 seconds. So
no idea. Could be munitions, I guess.
What should we do, chat?
Look, head straight for the deck if that's where you saw this guy. Once you found your killer, get some answers and get out fast. Lots of blue
So
traffic
when this is loaded, I'm gonna get on these cars and try and touch a checkpoint up here on the wall. Yeah, I can show the third person ending. But I'll know when I can leave this because there'll be a save icon like in the bottom left-ish down here. Yeah, there's no clip. My character didn't move. I stayed in bounds. My camera went out of bounds. Ask any Portal player, that's totally legit. Alright, so we're gonna climb up here, and then we're just gonna bonk our head on the ceiling, and hopefully we hit a checkpoint. And then we'll let this guy kill us. There we go. Opening those doors is very slow if you don't use the animation skip thing. So make sure you use that on every door. Also, this is not out of bounds, don't worry. Just sort of like push my head through something. Oh, is that door loud? I apologize because there's like 5 more of them. Sorry, dude.
Should be a way through to the top deck above you, near car deck 6.
So,
Stay in cover and work your way towards them. Time to get some answers.
usually there is an intended way here, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone go that way. You're supposed to like go across the bridge in the middle of the map, and then through a room on the other side. And then there's some stairs that lead up here, but I've never seen anyone go that way.
He's getting away.
Also, this guy keeps calling him a he, and I don't think that's fair. You can't do this one straight away, you have to wait, otherwise you'll just soft lock here. I don't know how long you have to wait, so I just wait a little while and then do it. How do you Twitch stream on PS3? You buy a capture card and download OBS on your PC. But yeah, if you go here faster than her, her sound glitches out and she does that for some reason. Okay, so that was the boat. You actually have to go in the boat in this category, so you can't make the haha, what boat?
Careful, Dave.
That's the boat. Now you have to wait for her because she's slow. I mean him. And then hit him 6 times. And that's it. 5 times actually, you only have to hit her 5 times. At that point in the story, it's revealed to be a female and not a male, so... It's also your best friend who is stabbing you in the back and shooting all of your friends hanging off of buildings. This is chapter 8. We are basically doing a prison break, but we need to get to where we've put our rifle so we can shoot the convoy, and there will be another shot. Oh, okay. What boat? Yeah. Alright, so this is Regavator, by the way. Even if you have all music turned off, it will just play reggae music. So that's my favorite elevator in the game. So we're gonna do 2 glitches here to skip like a lot of just pointless platforming. And then we'll try and kick glitch through these poles by not looking at them. And then I'm going to try and jump off of here and kick as late as I can to lose enough height and land there. The longer you're in the air before you kick on the wall, the less height you'll have. So if you're in there for a long time, you'll lose a lot of height when you kick. If I had to rank the elevators in the game, which are my top 10? Number 1 is Regavator. Number 2 is the one in chapter 2 that plays a song that sounds like it's saying "butt banana." This is an infinite wall climb, by the way. It's basically just a quick turn and then a wall climb and then another quick turn, and you can just do them over and over infinitely. I don't know any more elevators. I'm sorry. Can't think of any more.
Should be some kind of vent near you. Quick route to the sniper position.
I am losing time explaining, but I like explaining things. Also, I don't know what I put my estimate as, and I might go over it. So, elevator in chapter 1. Oh yeah, true. You can clip that one. I found this, smiley face. Alright, right here, I am gonna intentionally die, so the dialogue for the truck starts. And then I'm gonna pick up this gun, and we're gonna shoot our 7th shot through this wall, and hit it before it even spawns.
Convoy, what's your status? Over. Looking good.
So that convoy had our sister in it, and we just broke her out, and it's supposed to be crashed. Oh, it is crashed. I didn't realize I actually did that. Yeah, she was in that, and it's crashed, so we need to go get her. That was shot number 7. Uh-oh. Excuse me. This is the final chapter in the game. Also, I just saved 20 seconds over my PB somehow. So what we're doing here is climbing the shard. I think this is the tallest building in the Mirror's Edge world. Also, this is going to be really loud, so turn up your volume if you want to get ear crunched. You are welcome. But yeah, we're going to climb the shard and fight a man on the top. The reason that's so loud is because basically every use input you do cues the sound for the thing you've triggered, and you do like a couple hundred inputs there, but I don't think the engine could handle like playing 100 audio files, so you probably just get like maybe 10 or something. I'm sure there's a limit to how many it can play. So, a long time ago, a skip was discovered here, where you use reaction time when you jump out, and you have to pause and do a thing. And that actually skipped like half of this dialogue. But it wasn't until like 2 years ago that we thought, wait, can you do that when you don't leave the elevator? And yeah, you can. So that was actually one of the most recent big time saves. It might be the most recent. Even though it's not for any percent, but yeah. It took an extra, I'd say like 5 years for anyone to try that. And this is a thing that always looks like it's never going to work, but then it does anyway, so yeah. That's one of my favorite things to do in this run. You just sort of like kick glitch and then turn around so you don't grab the pole. And then you turn back around and it triggers a wall run because you're looking at a wall. Very cool. Yeah, the same thing happens with the doors in the boat. Like, I used a couple hundred inputs. So I played like a bunch of door sounds, or valve sounds, whatever they're called. I messed up a thing, by the way, that's why I had to go that weird route. Oh, I messed up again. This is not very fast. Would have been faster if I went the other way. Oh dear. Yeah. Anyway, these snipers are like shooting at you and stuff, but you don't have to shoot anyone. This is a loading section, so the timer actually pauses in here until these open. Something I like doing is, I know there's a building out there that lines up perfectly between this, so I always try and line it up before the building actually comes. Just a little satisfying thing I like to do. Oh, I messed it up. Yeah. And then I watch this helicopter. This is the last elevator in the game, by the way, and I rank this one at number 3.
Like the security doors to the roof are closed, okay? If you destroy those servers, their emergency protocol should automatically unlock the doors. I hope.
So, get ready to count really fast, because I'm going to shoot a lot of bullets. Alright, so 7, and then however many I shoot here. There you go. Someone will probably have an estimated shot fired count. Oh, stuck. Like 20? Yeah. Alright, so we fired 27 shots. Not bad. More than ape out. Sorry, bullets. Alright, time's coming up, by the way. Time. You got it to 17. Okay, so 24 bullets. So somewhere between 24 and 27 shots fired. Okay. I promised I would show third person ending, so here you go. I'm actually gonna get a wide view on that. The model in this game doesn't work like it should because they only want you to see it from first person. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to show that, so my bad. Sorry, guy. But yeah, we saved our sister from being framed. Yay. Sorry for the bad commentary and description of stuff, but it's kind of hard to do on my own and I couldn't really find anyone to help me, so tried my best.